it was like teaching. I've been cooking for Srila Prabhupada at many times in England, one time, one full month. And we had cooking rasa with Srila Prabhupada based on the Kachoris. Because I heard that Srila Prabhupada said one time, I would like to go to the spiritual world to eat boglu and kachoris. So when I heard that, in London we had a lot of ladies from India. I asked them to teach me how to cook kachoris. And one time in England at Bhaktivedanta Manor, Shrutakirti asked me to do for Srila Prabhupada the cooking. One time I brought him kachoris on a plate, and when I brought the plate myself, I wanted to see his reaction. And when he saw the kachoris in front of him, his eyes became very big, and I could see the little child he was in the street of Calcutta, when people would put kachoris in his pocket, when he was called Kachori Muki. And he said, Mandakini, did you make kachoris? And I said, yes, I tried, Srila Prabhupada. So then the whole, I will condense the story. But he stayed almost 1 month, and we did all the basic for him, like in his famous cooker, brass cooker. So it was dal, then 2 sabjis, then rice on top, and chapati had to be there. And, you know, Prabhupada liked his chapati. They should be like balloon. Then a little ghee on top. When you will bring the chapati, he will put his finger, make a hole, and smoke will come out, one at a time. So for the whole month, I had done all that, plus extra preparation I learned from our guests or from devotees, some from Yamuna. And but except for the kachori, I didn't get any answer. I was wondering, does Prabhupada like it or not? And just Prabhupada was leaving, he was leaving to go to America. Then I felt so much separation. Just before we were going to leave the kitchen, Shrutakirti came with a big list on a piece of paper. And he said, Prabhupada wants you to make all this to take in the plane. And it was all the special preparation I had been making. So it was his way to say I liked it. You know, he was increasing the love of the disciples. We feel anxiety sometimes. That's to increase the love. Like just before his departure, when Prabhupada asked to be taken around Govardhan Hill, and the devotees knew he was going to die if they took him. But most of the devotees wanted to take him, specifically Tamari Krishna Goswami Maharaj refused and fought, so Prabhupada wouldn't be taken. And in the end, he almost screamed at Prabhupada. He said, why are you torturing us like that? Why are you doing that to us? And Prabhupada said, because it's my duty to increase your love for me. Like that. So with that happened at time, and I remember we discussed it the other day. I finished with my friends all the preparation, and before putting them in the tiffin, I started to polish it like crazy, and it was shining like gold. And I thought Prabhupada will, in the plane, will think, who has made this? It's not usual. And then he will know it's my little stupid daughter, Mandakini, and then we won't be separated for maybe 10 extra minutes like that. So there was a Kachori Lila, and also he was always teaching with that. Also in India, it was in Mayapur. I had to take the plane next day to go back to Europe. And at that time, we were not very expert. We didn't know how to change planes, and we had practically no money. And Prabhupada, the servant came in the evening, he said, Mandakini, tomorrow Prabhupada wants you to cook kachoris and halva. And I was thinking, what should I do? I'm going to miss the plane if I do that. But at the time, it was really absolute. I thought, never mind, I will miss the plane, I will cook the kachori and halva. But just before it was too late, the servant came, and I didn't say anything to Prabhupada, and said, oh, Prabhupada is not feeling too well. He won't have kachori and halva today. So I think he wanted to increase, the anxiety and the love of the disciple. And to finish with the kachori lila, one time, Prabhupada was sick. He came to England, and Bhaktivedanta, our leader, said, I'm going to go to London, I will bring Prabhupada to Paris. And I didn't believe him. And I became very disobedient. I said, no, anyway, I'm going to London to see Prabhupada. And everybody, the temple president, told me, don't go. And I said, no, I don't listen to anyone, I will go. So I even took a brahmachari with me. We went, and overnight, we took the ferry at that time. We came to the London temple to hear, oh, Prabhupada had gone to Paris. And then we were really tired. We took the ferry back, all night. We came to Paris. Oh, Prabhupada has gone to New Mayapur. It's another temple. Then we were exhausted, but we went to New Mayapur. And I didn't sleep. Then, as soon as we came, Arikesh Swami at the time said, he went to Prabhupada and said, do you want kachori? Mandakini is here. And then Prabhupada said, yes. And I went to the kitchen. I didn't know my name anymore. I didn't know the kitchen. There was no fresh peas, just frozen peas. And Prabhupada didn't like at that point frozen. And I did the kachoris. They looked the same as usual, but my consciousness was all over the place. Then Arikesh came down and he said, oh, Mandakini, Prabhupada didn't like your kachoris. And I understood, it's my consciousness, he's teaching me. Then Arikesh Prabhu asked him, do you want her to cook tomorrow? Prabhupada said, no, she didn't do very well. And I understood he's teaching, it's the consciousness. So that's some little beautiful lila with Prabhupada.